Qanipalaat is a 5-star core caster. He's currently only available from the certificate store for 600 shop vouchers. If you want to max pot Qanipalaat, you'll need 3,600 shop vouchers, 1 to get him and 5 more for max pot. Qani has no combat experience whatsoever, but does have experience in search and rescue for snow-related incidents. He stands at 169 centimeters tall, was born on the 12th of December in Sami, and is of the Vulpo race, specifically an Arctic fox. In his archive files and promotion record, it's noted that when he first boarded Rhodes Island, everything was very foreign to Qani. After a few incidents, Ops realized that Qani knew next to nothing about life outside Sami, like being completely unfamiliar with how access cards worked, having spent an entire night looking for a keyhole. Qani enjoys passing the time on Rhodes Island by telling stories about his home, as most people outside of Sami view Sami as mysterious and ancient. A good deal of the time, the stories that Qani tells are well-timed, like when a mission didn't go well, he told of a boy who went to find a cure for his mother's sickness, chasing the light in the sky to meet a spirit with a medicine to cure all disease. Even though the boy didn't meet the spirit, he did find a flower that was the cure for his mother. As long as we press forward with bravery, even if the sky we find is not what we hoped, appearing unnoticed beneath our feet just might be exactly what we need. Most Sami tribespeople take part in fortune-telling known as prophecy to understand what their future may hold. Qani got the prophecy of Snowstorm, a life of tremendous difficulty and adversity. But there isn't one type of interpretation for prophecy. After witnessing countless expeditionary teams get flash frozen into snow-covered mounds, Qani joined his tribe's search and rescue team, which eventually led to a Colombian expedition team bringing medical equipment to heal his tribe's illnesses. His mother's illness is what pushed him to leave his tribe to find and bring back medical technology. His tribe is a favored base camp for explorers and expedition teams, both because of its search and rescue team, but also because of its proximity to the mysterious northern mountains. The job of an SAR member is a dangerous one, with high casualty rates among its members, if not the members becoming sick and broken. Qani's 2 brothers quit after getting wounded, and his father is still missing after a blizzard, most likely being dead. Despite providing this service, the tribes who perform SAR ask for nothing in return. Very suddenly, a while after Qani joined Rhodes Island, Qani provided gifts to multiple operators, confusing many of the recipients. When asked, Qani explained that the gifts were to show gratitude to those who helped Qani get used to life on Rhodes Island when he first joined. The gifts were things like Sami handcrafts, musical instruments, or botanical specimens unique to Sami. Qani is confirmed to be non-infected. He has a cell originum assimilation of 0% and a blood originum crystal density of 0.13 parts per liter. The notes in his medical file note that Qani is stronger than he appears, with his previous living conditions only lightly using originum. In his character art drawn by YYB, Qani wears a turquoise collared shirt underneath a white fur sweater, black snow shorts with massive fur trim at the leg cuffs, a fur-trimmed white coat with hood and red patch on the left arm, white pants, white and black shoes with ice chains on them, a long flowing cape behind him, multiple pouches on his shorts, a blue backpack, red gloves, and an infection monitor choker. He holds his staff with white wings, a blue-red gem, red rope, and a torn talisman at the top in his left hand. In his voice lines, voiced by Gun Sato, who also voices Gail Gibson in Slime Isekai, Chrome in Dr. Stone, Fumiya Tomozaki and bottom-tier character Tomozaki, P.I. Chan in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Saul in Fire Emblem, Qani often talks about his home and isn't very good with tech.
ドクター、この書類はここでいい？さっきね、リーベリーのお姉さんにプリンターというものの使い方を教わったんだ。言われた通りに操作したら、両面印刷っていうのもできたんだよ。重要な文書は片面印刷。やり直してくるね。あ、電話が鳴った。 どうやって対応するって言ってたっけ？もしもし？こんにちは。こちら、ドクターの執務室です。母さんの病気はだいぶ良くなってるよ。あの時探検隊の人たちが医療機器を提供してくれなかったら、おそらく今は。だって占いも良くない結果が出てたんだし。でも、僕が外に出て見識を深めようって思ったのも、それがきっかけなんだよね。ああいう設備をうちの部族にも導入できたら、マゼランお姉さんにはもちろん感謝してるよ。救助活動の時に何回か会っただけなのに、僕の事情を聞いたら、すぐロドスに取り継いでくれたんだもの。それに、お姉さんは本当にすごい人なんだ。僕ら部族の民でも、表現に踏み入ろうって人はなかなかいないよ。あそこは恐れ多い場所だからね。僕、故郷では捜索救助隊員だったんだ。誤って沼に入ったり、吹雪で方向を見失う人も多くってね。部族のお兄さんやお姉さんたちと一緒に、遭難者を助けてるうちに、クルビアから来た探検隊ともたくさん知り合えたんだ。確かにみんなに僕の尻尾を褒められてたけど、どうしてドクターがそれを知ってるの？部族を飛び出して、こんなところまで来るなんて夢にも思わなかった。外のものには全然関心がなかったけど、あちこち光っていた医療機器には、実に驚かされたよ。だって、あれは占いの結果さえも覆したんだもの。僕にとっては、ある種の奇跡のように感じたんだ。探検隊の人たちは、部族では聞いたこともないようなことをたくさん話してくれたよ。企業、プロジェクト、貿易とかね。僕らはそういう概念を持ってないんだ。必要になる場面もないからさ。でも、僕の覚えが早いのも、こういう交流があったおかげなのかもね。ドクター、経理部の人から、経費生産の申請が何ヶ月分も溜まってるって言われたんだけど、経費生産って何？申請とかも、未だによくわからなくて。ドクター、外勤から帰ってきたよ。今回部族へ持ち帰る分の小型機器は、全部無事に届けて、使い方もバッチリみんなに教えてきたよ。あと、うちのおばちゃん。足が痛むのは骨棘が生えたからだった。原因が特定できて、治療法も分かったことだし。これで、お姉ちゃんが毎日アーツで痛みを和らげずに済みそうだよ。
At E2 level 80 with max trust potential on module, Canny has 1,650 HP, 771 attack, 119 defense, 20 resistance, a 66-second redeploy time, 18 DP cost, and has an attack speed of 1.6 seconds. He has the standard range of a single target caster. At max trust, he gets plus 70 attack. At max pot, he gets minus 2 DP, minus 4 seconds to redeploy, plus 26 attack, and a buff to his talent. His talent, Tundra's Survival, at E2 Pod 4, Canny inflicts 22% Arts Fragility on all aerial units within his range. I'm unsure if he needs to attack to apply it, but I don't believe he does. Canny has one base skill, with it being upgraded at E2. His base skill, Rescue Team External Contact, is upgraded to Rescue Team Preserve Strength at E2. When Canny is assigned to the HR office, plus 35% contacting speed for every recruit slot, and minus 0.1 morale per hour consumed. Canny's first skill, Frigid Wind, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, lasting 30 seconds at all levels. Level 7 starts with 10 SP and needs 32 SP to proc, while M3 starts with 15 and needs 30. At level 7, Canny gets plus 60 attack speed and prioritizes attacking aerial enemies. At M3, it's plus 90 attack speed. His second skill, Falling Snow, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, lasting 7 seconds and starting with 10 SP at all levels, with level 7 needing 34 SP to proc and M3 needing 30. At level 7, Canny deals 60% of his attack as arts damage to 2 ground enemies within his range once every 0.5 seconds, causing his targets to levitate for 7 seconds. When the enemy stops levitating, 230% attack as arts damage is dealt to all enemies, and I assume the enemy who is previously levitating, in a small area around the target. At M3, it's 75% of his attack as arts damage every 0.5 seconds, and 300% attack as arts damage to all enemies around the target. Qani has a CCR-Y module named Homemade Trekking Poles, which has Qani gain 1 SP when normal attacks hit an elite or leader enemy. At module level 3, Homemade Trekking Poles buffs Tundra Survival, making it so that Qani inflicts 30% arts fragility on all aerial units within his range. He also gets plus 50 attack and plus 150 max HP. To unlock and max out his module, you must have Qani at E2 level 50, have 100% trust with him, have your own Qani use Falling Snow a total of 10 times in battle, 3-star stage 2-3, having your own Qani defeat at least 2 heavy defenders, have 6 module data blocks, 20 data patching strips, 8 data patching devices, 3 White Horse Coals, 4 Oriron blocks, 5 RMA 70-24s, and 150,000 LMD. On paper, Qanipalaat is a interesting and potentially good caster operator. Easily obtainable from the shop voucher store, easily max potted, his first skill lasts 30 seconds and boosts his attack speed. His talent inflicts arts fragility to aerial units, which combos nicely into his second skill, which levitates enemies, making them aerial, while damaging them over time, before doing a sort of splash attack when the levitation ends, and his module restoring 1 SP for attacking elite or leader enemies. In practice, he's not great. If his talent was arts fragility to all enemies instead of just aerial ones, which aren't exactly super common or super weak, I could see him being useful in assisting other casters in crowd control, using his S2 to delay some enemies before doing a big splash attack, or making aerial enemies a bit weaker for better casters like Aya. But that's sadly not the case. The explosion happens after the levitation ends, meaning no fragility for the enemy. Said levitation also only affects 2 enemies max, meaning you'll be hoping that the 2 you want are chosen and not some random enemy. Also, I'm pretty sure levitation doesn't work for the majority of bosses. As for prioritizing aerial enemies with his S1, literally just use a marksman sniper who does it by default and is significantly better at doing so. Also, it takes forever to grind for red certs. Overall, low priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other As Your Lane and Girls Frontline videos as well. There will be a teaser out tomorrow for next week's character summaries.